Oftentimes, if you are homesteading, you are out in the country. There are a lot of urban homesteads, which are great, but a lot of us have moved out into the country or have lived out in the country for years and are farther away from emergency services than somebody in the city is. Regardless of where you live, whether it is the city or the country, you need to have one thing figured out. Well, many things figured out, but one thing that's very important to have figured out is, what do you do if somebody is choking? There's not a whole lot of time between when someone starts choking and they go unconscious. So it's very important to know how to do the Heimlich maneuver, and you have a device on hand that can be of assistance. The thing that I'm talking about today is called the DECHOKER. This is something that I saw heavily advertised about a year or two ago, and I really thought it was such a great idea to have, because I do have a lot of little kids. Taking small bites does not come naturally to small people, is what I have learned. So I do know, I've had that mama moment with every single one of my kids, where especially as babies, they start that I can't breathe sound and they're gagging on some food that's back there. And it just takes one time of them to go and inhale the food for them to get something lodged in their airway. Now, as adults, we are also susceptible to that. There have been times when I have choked on things and I've been able to get it up, but it's a very scary position to be in. So the thing that I have on hand is called a DECHOKER. There are multiple brands of this. I've never had to use it, so I can't speak to its efficacy from a personal experience, but I do know that there are a lot of people who have needed this, usually on children, and it has extracted whatever is blocking the airway. It has instructions on it telling you the steps, so you can see the steps involved in using this device. Hopefully you never have to use this. What I really like about this is that you can use it on yourself. And that is a huge deal when you don't have someone nearby to do the Heimlich maneuver on you, or they don't know how to do the Heimlich. If it's just you by yourself, choking is not an impossibility. To use this particular dechoking device, you lay the person down, you tilt their head back, and you put it over their mouth, and this tube, it's bigger on the adult size. It goes down farther down the throat. It goes into their mouth, and you pull, and it is supposed to suck the obstruction out of their airway. And if you need to, you can do it again and until the airway is cleared. It is prudent to have something on hand for as many situations as you can think about. And usually prepping community, homesteaders, everybody interested in that kind of lifestyle really focuses on what to do when you're bleeding, which is a very important thing to know. We need our blood. We want it to stay in our body, and if something happens to where it's rapidly leaving our body, it's important to know what to do in that case. But choking is not an impossibility. So check into how to perform the Heimlich on yourself, that is a thing as well. Check into how to do it on other people, but also consider looking into getting a device that you could have on hand with you, or even in your car, or both, in order to be best prepared. Stay safe and check it out.